Guys, if you want to travel visa free to Pakistan as an Indian, so this is the video you need to watch. So if you do like the travel videos that I'm making, please make sure you like the video, you share the video, and you subscribe to the channel. And also definitely drop your comments in the comments box below, because then I'll get my feedback, I'll understand what you guys want and how I can improve on my video making skills. What is up, guys? So welcome to another video of my channel, The Musical Traveler, and this will be the fourth video that you will be watching from the Pakistan series. So right now I'm not in Pakistan, in Kartarpur. So basically right now I'm at home, and in this process we are going to talk about in details about the application process, about how you can go to Kartarpur Sahib, Pakistan, and all the documents required. And also I'm going to share with you some personal experiences that I had throughout the journey that was not captured in the camera. So let's begin. Indians to travel to Kartarpur Sahib corridor since 2019, the Pakistan government has made it very easy. So if you want to travel to Kartarpur Sahib as an Indian, you can travel visa free. So the only thing that you need to do is that you need to get an electronic travel authorization. So for that there is one website, the website I'll put here. It is prakashpurb550.mha.gov.in. I'll also put the link in the description below. So you have to go to that website, and then there is a very simple form that you have to fill up at least 14 days prior to the date of your travel. So after this form is submitted, someone from the police department or the CBI will contact you, and they will ask you to come over to their office, or they will come over to your house. I mean, it varies from person to person and area to area. So either they'll come to your house or they'll call you to your office, and you will need to submit a detailed itinerary of your tour and why you're going and where you're going, and that's it. After this, what happened for me is that on one day, it was probably on a Sunday that I submitted the documents. On Tuesday I got the call from the commissioner's office. So the commissioner's office in Howrah. So we had to go and submit the full details, the documents about the trip and the travel dates and the hotel bookings and where we are going and why we want to go. The day after that, two people from the Ministry of Home Affairs, they came over to our place, and then they again asked us in detail, like, why do you want to go to Kartarpur Sahib? Like, the first question was that you're going to Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara, right? So have you visited all the Gurudwaras in the entire country? So it was a it was like a trick question. So they'll see that how you handle, whether you have genuine intentions of going to Kartarpur Sahib for pilgrimage only, and you don't have any other intentions, you don't intend to meet any particular friend in Pakistan or any other contact in Pakistan, and that is all. So after that they will say that you will get your confirmation or your rejection, whatever it is, whatever the decision is, in a few days, like a few days prior to the travel. So they send the confirmation just 4 days prior to the travel. So our travel date was 10th June, and we got the confirmation on 7th June in the morning. So what happened in the meantime is that so after and during these meetings with the commissioner and the people, the representatives of the Ministry of Home Affairs, they will do a thorough background search of yours, whether you have any criminal record and what is your history and your travel details, and etc. So they will ask you in detail. Like, I had a few stamps from previous travels in my passport, so they asked in detail, like, where did you go, why did you go, what do you do. They also asked my father and my mother, what do you guys do. And they had already done a thorough research. Like, when they were asking the questions, they were telling us everything that we had, almost everything that we had posted on the Facebook. They were telling us as if they had they were probably mutuals with us on Facebook, but actually it was quite understandable that they had done their research. So it's essential that you do not hide any fact if you're applying, and when you are answering these questions, because then those can fire back. So just be honest and just give out the normal details, and then everything will be fine, and you'll get your confirmation just 4 days prior to the travel. And I'll attach the electronic travel authorization for my case in the screen. You can see it right now. Means that you will be needing to travel to Kartarpur Sahib, Pakistan is basically just your passport and the ETA. I've already told you how to apply for the ETA. And number 3 will be your COVID test report. You don't need a vaccination certificate, but you definitely need the COVID test report. and that needs to be done within 72 hours of arrival at Kartarpur Sahib, Pakistan. The Kartarpur Sahib terminal, the passenger terminal building on the Indian side, it is around 50 kilometers north of the city of Amritsar. It's a straight highway that goes to the corridor, and you can take either a cab, and I think there are buses and trains also that commute daily from Amritsar to Dera Baba Nanak, and that is the village on the Indian side, and it falls in Gurdaspur district. The district on the Pakistani side is named Narwal, and the Kartarpur Sahib is situated 5 kilometers from the border. So basically you have to take your passport, your ETA and your COVID test report, and you have to enter the passenger terminal building, which is basically like an airport, and then you have to show your documents to the security guards, and then you have to form a queue, and then at first they check your vaccination certificate. They check your COVID test report, and then on your ETA they stamped that you are vaccinated, and after that then they will ask you if you have the $20 fee with you that you need to submit on the Pakistani side at their counter for entry at the Kartarpur Sahib. After that you will be given polio, and also then you have to clear a security check. Just like in the airports, you have to drop all your mobile phones, electronic gadgets separately, and you have to put your bags and belts separately, and then you have to walk through, and you will have a body screening, and then you will have the bags being screened, and after that you have to wait, and then there will be a customs counter, there will be an immigration counter. Really, the immigration on the Indian side, it's pretty tedious, and they will ask you a lot of questions like where do you come from, especially since this is basically a Sikh pilgrimage and we do not belong to the Sikh community, so we will have to go through a lot more tedious questions like where do you come from, why do you want to visit Kartarpur Sahib, and then you have to convince them it's just for tourism, and then you will come back on time, and then after that so this will take around 5-10 minutes. They will ask, for me they asked me multiple times like where do you study, which institute, what is your discipline, so I have to tell them like repeatedly multiple times that I study in Isa Thiruvananthapuram and I've just finished my masters and I'm planning for PhD, and in this break I just wanted to do this trip because I really wanted to see the Kartarpur Sahib because it's amazing and it's actually a very good experience. So I'm going to tell about that in a few minutes. And then after that you have to go to the customs. So the customs is pretty tedious. Compared to the immigration, the customs is even more tedious. So what happened to us is that the custom officer was pretty rude with us, and I did not expect that. I know that what they're doing is for the safety of the country, but things could have been told in a much better manner. So basically I had some unchanged dirhams from United Arab Emirates and some Nepali rupees with me. So he said that you cannot take anything other than US dollar and Indian currency. So basically I had to go all the way out of the passenger building terminal, and I had to drop my wallet with the dirhams and the Nepali taka and the Nepali rupee in it, and I had to put it back in the car that had brought us to the passenger terminal building. And then after that when I went back, he told us strictly about some instructions. So I have seen a lot of vlogs, and in none of them they have mentioned, or maybe these embargoes have recently come in, and so the thing is that all the transactions that need to be done there, you have to pay your entry fee, that is $20. So you have to pay the entry fee $20 in dollars, and then after that all the transactions will be done in Indian rupee. And even if you get Pakistani rupee in exchange for something you are buying from the market, you have to return the Pakistani rupee and bring back Indian currency. So this is very strict because they said that if you bring Pakistani rupees back or coins back, then you will be immediately put under arrest. There is one memorial, one coin that is like 550 Pakistani rupees. So I really wanted to buy that, but they did not allow me because they said that has the logo of the Pakistani, that has a Pakistani flag on the backside of the coin, so you cannot bring that. So you cannot buy something with the Pakistani flag, and you cannot buy something probably with Pakistan written on it or something that is endorsing Pakistan, and you cannot bring Pakistani soil back. So only there are a few things, like you can bring some sweets back and maybe some jewelries, some handmade clothes, and those kind of things, some things that do not uh, have any kind of political implications or markings on them, like the Pakistani flag or the like all hail Pakistan, Pakistan Zindabad, something like that. You cannot bring anything like that back to India. And also there is an embargo that you can bring only 7 kilos of things back from Pakistan. Yeah, but you can definitely bring some prasad back from Pakistan, from the Gurudwara, and that is allowed. But other than that, you cannot also bring back fruits, so they don't sell fruits in the market. And that is basically it. And all these are fine, this is understandable, but the way the customs officer conveyed this to us, it was not acceptable. Like, he was very rude and he was very aggressive, so that was not acceptable to me. I mean, even while coming back, we had a thorough security check, and after that also he was very rude, like why did you bring so much sweets back? So I said that I wanted to distribute it among my friends and family. So he said that let us first allow you to take it. So I mean, we should I mean, what if we don't allow you? So and that really pissed me off, because we just brought things that were allowed. So after customs, one buggy will come to the back gate of the passenger terminal building, and that will take you to the zero line. So there you will have your documents checked, and after that you can cross over by foot into Pakistan. And then on the Pakistani side, the immigration and customs were very smooth. Like, they did not ask anything. They just first you have to deposit $120 fee per person, and then they will give you one slip per person. So on the back side of that, the immigration officer will stamp the entry and exit stamps, and they will collect it back while you are leaving Pakistan. So the Indian immigration stamps are made on the ETA, and the Pakistan immigration stamps are made on the the leaflet that they give you, the receipt that they give you for submitting the $20. So they do not stamp your passport. So that is very important. Like, you don't have any Pakistani stamp on your passport. And I mean, like, since the immigration data of Pakistan is not shared with anyone else, so you can basically, if you're going for a visa interview to US or UK or Schengen areas, and if you want to skip the fact and you don't want to tell them, or you don't want to inform them that you have not been to Pakistan, you can do that. But it is for a pilgrimage purpose. So one bus will take you from the Pakistani border via the immigration terminal and the money deposit counter to the Gurudwara, and then there are regular buses that come back from the Gurudwara to the border. So after you're done visiting the market, the Gurudwara, the langar and everything, after you're done exploring, I think the last bus will probably be at around 3:30 on the Pakistani side, 4 on the Pakistani side, and you have to come back by that time. So after that, probably the gates are closed. I have no idea about that. So you have to come back by that time, and then you have to take the bus, and then these things are pretty smooth. And then you have a very good reception inside the Gurudwara. At the immigration counter, the Indians are given a yellow Yatri card, and the Pakistanis and probably the other foreign nationals who are coming from inside of Pakistan, like maybe from Lahore or Islamabad or Karachi. So for them, I have not seen any foreign tourists, like, other than Pakistani nationals. But for the Pakistani nationals, they have a separate gate, and they will be given one silver colored ID card, silver or blue colored ID card. I think the rim is blue and the ID card is silver colored. So that is basically it. And inside the Gurudwara, we met 2 old people from Narowal. So they were from Pakistan, and they were like very generous and very kind, and they were asking us, where are you from? And we told them that we are from Kolkata, and they were like very surprised. You come from Kolkata, all this way from Kolkata? And they were asking, like, are you sick? So we said that no, we just came here for the pilgrimage, and we just wanted to visit the Gurudwara, and we have just seen in so many videos, it's so beautiful, so we just wanted to come. And these people, they were like old people, and they were saying that, like, we are like brothers. Indians and Pakistanis are like brothers, and this is all like diplomacy, politics, that we have been separated for over 75 years, and brothers cannot visit each other, and there is so much embargo, so much restrictions on Indians traveling to Pakistan and Pakistanis traveling to India. He was also saying that so many families have been separated, so many friends and brothers and sisters have been separated, all due to the political agenda. And he was saying that once upon a time we were together, right? So from the core of my heart, I believe that we are still together. So that's what he was saying, and it was so heart touching. And I mean, you would not expect, I mean, after reading everything about the India-Pakistan tensions and the situation, the hype around the cricket match, the football match between India and Pakistan, the hockey match, and everything that's on the news. So you would not expect these kind words from the people in Pakistan. I mean, the reception was exceptional, and I mean, it has really touched my heart. Like, there is so much more to see beyond what we just witness in the news and in the media and in the papers. So I think we should trust social media and media a little less, and we should just go out on our own and explore the world. But I would definitely recommend everyone. I mean, every Indian is entitled, not just Sikhs or pilgrims, everyone is entitled to go to Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara, and you should definitely come here, because as you know, the political tensions are high, and at any given moment, I mean, they if anything wrong happens, if the tensions rise high, the borders are closed, the Samjhauta Express, the Delhi Lahore bus, everything is shut off. Cricket matches are stopped, hockey matches are stopped, football matches are stopped, all the diplomatic ties are cut off. So I hope something bad doesn't happen in the future. But if the tensions rise in the future, maybe the Kartarpur corridor will again be closed, for, and I don't know for how long. So then again, you will have to wait for for a very long time to come back here. So I hope it's best, you can come back. I mean, you can come here. So the best thing is just come here and visit the Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara for yourself and have this surreal experience for yourself. I'm sure this experience will change your life. And as for stamping on the passports, neither Indians nor Pakistanis stamp you on the passport, so you don't have to think about that, whether it will affect your future travels to the United States or UK or Schengen or Australia, or countries which have stricter visa regulations. Also, after leaving the passenger terminal building on the Indian side, after the pilgrimage, you have to submit the ETA, that is stamped with the vaccination stamp, the Indian entry and exit stamp. And on the Pakistani side, before leaving Pakistan, you have to submit the $20 receipt, on the backside of which the Pakistani immigration officers have stamped the entry and exit in Pakistan. Another important thing is that the Indian and Pakistani immigration systems will always have the records of your travel to Pakistan, to Kartarpur Sahib, but not any other country. That's it. So my message will be, after this trip will be, just spread some love, spread some, brotherhood, instead of spreading hatred on social media, on YouTube comments, etc. That's it for this video. Keep unraveling and keep traveling. See you. Peace.